Welcome back, everyone. April. The year shifts, the days lengthen, and for millions across America, a familiar rhythm returns: the arrival of Social Security payments. It's the bedrock for so many, the foundation upon which financial stability is built. Whether you're meticulously budgeting for essentials, mapping out those long-awaited spring projects, or simply needing to know when that crucial deposit lands, understanding the April schedule is paramount. But hold on. This isn't just another month of predictable deposits. We stand at a precipice, a genuine turning point in the history of Social Security. Think of it like this: you're sailing along a familiar coast, and suddenly, the currents are shifting. Beneath the surface of those routine payment dates, significant reforms and policy shifts are now in motion, reshaping the landscape in ways that could profoundly impact you. Some of these changes bring long overdue relief, a sense of justice finally served, particularly for our dedicated public sector retirees. Imagine the weight lifting off their shoulders after years of navigating complex and, frankly, unfair regulations. But, and this is a big but, other developments are raising serious red flags. Concerns about access, potential delays, and even the unthinkable, the loss of benefits for some of our most vulnerable citizens. Speaking of vulnerable, anyone else ever tried deciphering government bureaucracy after a long day? It's like trying to assemble IKEA furniture with mittens on. Frustrating, right? Well, this month, understanding these changes isn't just about convenience. It's about safeguarding what's rightfully yours. So if you or someone you cherish relies on Social Security, stay with me. We're going to dissect the exact April payment schedule, ensuring you know precisely when to expect your deposit. But more importantly, we're going to navigate the choppy waters of these new policies, arming you with the knowledge to understand what's changing, what to anticipate, and crucially, how to protect yourself if you're affected. And before we dive into the specifics, if you haven't already joined this community, now is absolutely the time. Think of subscribing as your personal early warning system for crucial benefit updates, policy shifts, and actionable tips to make sense of your Social Security. It's free, it empowers you, and it helps us keep this vital conversation going. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. Here is your Social Security payment schedule for April 2025. Pay close attention, because precision is key here. Supplemental Security Income, SSI recipients, mark your calendars for Tuesday, April 1st. No early deposit this month, unlike March, so plan accordingly. Those receiving both SSI and regular Social Security, or whose benefits started before May 1997, your payment arrives on Thursday, April 3rd. For everyone else, whose benefits began after May 1997, your payment is tied to your birth date. Birthdays between the 1st and 10th, Wednesday, April 9th. Birthdays between the 11th and 20th, Wednesday, April 16th. Birthdays between the 21st and 31st, Wednesday, April 23rd. Now, a quick tip. If you're enrolled in direct deposit, keep an eye on your account early that morning. Paper checks, as always, might take a few extra days depending on your location and local mail service. Okay, now for the part that demands your attention. April isn't just about the usual payment schedule. We're seeing some significant policy earthquakes this month, and some of them could directly impact what you see in your bank account, or even your access to benefits altogether. First, the good news. The Social Security Fairness Act is now in effect. Finally, this repeals the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and Government Pension Offset, GPO, two rules that have unfairly reduced benefits for over 3.2 million public sector retirees, our teachers, firefighters, police officers. These individuals were penalized for having pensions from non-covered jobs, even if they contributed to Social Security. That injustice ends now. And the impact is real. The SSA has already sent out over $7.5 billion in back payments. The average lump sum, around $6,710. For some, monthly benefits could increase by over $1,000 starting this month. So, if you've been affected by WEP or GPO, keep a close eye on your deposit. You might be in for a very welcome surprise. But, and this is where things take a concerning turn, not all the news this month is positive. As of March 27th, the SSA has reinstated a controversial overpayment policy. What does this mean for you? If the Social Security Administration believes you've been overpaid, whether due to their error, delayed income reporting, or any other reason, they can now withhold 100% of your monthly benefit until the debt is repaid. Let that sink in. This is a complete reversal from the pandemic-era rule that limited withholdings to just 10%. Advocates are rightly sounding the alarm. This policy shift could have devastating consequences, particularly for elderly and disabled individuals who rely on that monthly payment as their sole source of income. Imagine the fear and uncertainty of having your entire benefit wiped out. If you receive an overpayment letter, do not ignore it. You still have rights. You can request a waiver, appeal the decision, or set up an installment plan. But the window to act quickly is now smaller than ever. And there's more. Starting March 31st, the way you verify your identity and update your direct deposit has changed dramatically. You can no longer do either of these things over the phone. Now you must log into your My Social Security account, which requires multi-factor authentication, or you have to visit a Social Security field office in person. This is being framed as a fraud prevention measure, and while protecting your money is crucial, this new rule is creating significant barriers for many. Consider this. Roughly 1 in 4 seniors has never used the internet. Many others face mobility challenges, making a trip to a field office a major hurdle. Anyone else remember when you could just pick up the phone and get things sorted? Simpler times, right? Making matters worse, the SSA is operating with its lowest staffing levels in 50 years and has announced plans to cut up to 12% of its workforce. Field office closures are looming, and regional offices are being shut down. Internal reports already show phone wait times exceeding 2 hours, and appointment availability stretching out over a month in some areas. This is happening precisely when demand for in-person visits is expected to surge due to these new identity verification rules. Experts warn that these changes will disproportionately affect families with children and the digitally disadvantaged, especially since minors can't create online accounts. Organizations like the AARP are urging the SSA to offer more flexible options to avoid denying people access to their benefits. So as April unfolds, take a close look at your payments. Review any letters you receive from the SSA. Ensure your account information is accurate and up to date. If you notice changes in your payment or encounter difficulties accessing services under these new rules, please share your experience in the comments below. Your insights could be invaluable to others navigating this complex landscape. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who relies on Social Security. The more informed we are, the better we can navigate these changes. Thank you for being here. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.